welcome to Mind Your Business, the channel where we are in at everybody's business. If you don't mind getting in people's business, you're on the right channel. Talking about current topics and gossip.
Ashley. Honestly, what a mess. What a mess. And your husband, also a hot bloody mess. Well, I'm going to talk, my creative crew, let's talk about Love and Marriage DC, because what the hell is going on with these people? I mean, Ashley, it's just ridiculous. And the more I'm hearing about things, the more it's becoming more to me like, is this just TV moments? Because we know that the episode, if you watch the episode, it picks up at the game. And Ashley is, she's just shouting up in the place, shouting at Clifton, being disrespectful, basically trying to kick him and Joy out of the suite, calling the man sassy, a sassy ass bitch, and that he's the sixth woman and etc., just going off on him. It's interesting because at one point you've got her saying, okay, he was in my face and blah, blah, going off. But he wasn't in her face, not from what I could see. He leaned forward. I said in my video last week that I don't feel like he should have necessarily done that because he's a big guy, so he has to be aware of his, stature. But he wasn't in her face. He just leaned forward to say something. And she's all going off. And mind you, she was the one who had her hands pointing up in his face and in his area. So she was just acting out of hand. And then she says in the confessional, when she's sitting there with her little fun-sized husband, she says basically that Irena and Jamie didn't do anything, just watching it, like they just should have just had some popcorn basically and watching the show. Now, if you watch Carlos King, you might have seen that Irena and Jamie were on there and they were speaking about the episode and they said that is not true. They were actually, Irena said that she was trying to calm it down and she took her to the side and how that situation was going on for ages and we only saw a little bit of it. Like apparently she was going off quite a lot, being very disrespectful. And Jamie thought that he didn't think anything of it. And we know that Jamie is a policeman, so I don't think he would have let anything happen anyway. And he said that. So again, I'm like, this editing is interesting. They also mentioned that apparently when Fun Size was still in the room before Quick walked out, apparently Fun Size said, no, he didn't say jealous. He wasn't the one who said jealous. Apparently he cleared that up and he said that. So I'm like, why didn't they show this in the edit? Because it's still a bit interesting. You can still see the context. So I'm like, what kind of foolishness is going on here? So I'm already side-eyeing everything that's going on in this show. I'm like, some of it's giving convoluted for no reason. And we know that if you've been following them are not even talking anymore. Like, the Tylers and the Silvers, they're in a mix-up at the moment. So it's all madness. And it just makes you think that reality shows really do cause problems in people's friendships. Like, if they got real established friendships before, because obviously sometimes it's bringing out the monster in people, Hence Cliff calling Ashley Fiona. That had me cracking up. He's like, it was all good before until Fiona came over. Anyway, that had me busting up. Anywho, next we got Ashley walking with her man. They've gone out, on their next scene. They're gone to walk the dog. And of course, she's filling him in. And of course, her little Fun Size is over there talking tough about, man can't be disrespecting my wife, which obviously you don't want no one disrespecting your wife, but your wife is the one who's been disrespectful if you can open your eyes and see. So she's just putting a batter in his back, going on, and then he's acting a fool, acting like he's going to do something and making threats. It's just nonsense. Like, what are you talking about, man? It's just nonsense. He just very much gives me short man syndrome. Very angry short man who's, trying to prove that he is the man. And it's just like, really? It's really not that serious. Anyway, as I said before, she keeps repeating this whole thing that the Tylers were just watching it. So she said it in the confessional, said it to her husband when they walk in. And now we know that Irena and Jamie are saying that's not true. Irena made her point about trying to calm her down. If you watch the Carlos King setup, then you'll see it there. And then Irena also shares that things have not been the same with her since basically the Christmas Eve party. And I get it because Irena was actually saying at that Christmas Eve party, she felt disrespected. Like, if you're real friends, who speaks to their friends like that? Like, get the F off me. And the way she was going on with her, she was like, you're in the house with all your friends. I've gone to go and check on her, my friend that's popped out because of the argument. And then she's come back in to check on her. And she's going off on her. So I get that. I would be annoyed too because I wouldn't expect my friend to be talking to me like that either. So I kind of get where Irena's coming from with that. Next, we see the Tylers visit the Petties. Now, this I thought was a lovely scene. Everybody was just good vibes. I love the game that they played. The whole, dress up and behave like a spouse was jokes. The women had me cracking up. Joy was doing a good impression of her man with his beard that made me laugh, talking about, for my beard. Irina's chatting about, my man, and all this stuff. It was good. It was jokes. And then, of course, when the guys done their version of the role play and played their wives, they were busting me up. I mean, Cliff coming out with the dashiki and the big wig and the red glasses and the watering can, talking to the plants. I was like, yeah, it was hilarious. And so was Jamie, coming in with his Michael Jackson jacket on and the hat on with the sunglasses and the bob. Oh, it's hilarious. So it was very good vibes, I must say. And of course, once, they had their little fun time with the games, Irina, of course, on point, she brings up what happened at the game when they saw each other and, getting kicked out. And of course, Cliff and Joy kind of taken in a light-hearted way, but obviously just saying, obviously, second time that she's been kicked out for Joy. First time for Cliff. Cliff's then sharing about his conversation with Quick, and Quick talking about, Ashley's basically saying, how are we going to handle it and whatever. So it's just nonsense. Quick is just going off of what his wife said. Everyone's saying that his wife's out of order and he don't seem to be holding his wife accountable, which I've been saying the whole time. But the Tylers are also saying it, obviously. Cliff and Joy obviously see it and feel the same way. But it was just funny seeing Jamie sitting there, giving his advice and his fake breasts. It was just hilarious. Anyway, Irina, of course, trying to suggest that they go and talk again. And of course, Cliff is looking at her like, again? Yeah, no, it's not going to happen right now. So I can't blame them. Next, we see Ashley and Winter, which is an unlikely pairing, particularly as Ashley was just really her arch nemesis in the last season. She couldn't stand Winter. And now they're cool, but to me, they kind of need each other because they're, Ashley needs a friend, doesn't she? And Winter's, trying to be cool with everyone. Of course, Ashley's talking about Joy, which to me makes no sense because Irina and Jamie have both said that apparently, Quick already has admitted to saying that it was him who said the word jealous, apparently, but they didn't show it to us. Or he said, it wasn't Cliff that said the word jealous. But it doesn't matter, she's running with what she's running with. So she's downloading her on, her perspective of it and feeling her about Irina, feeling like Irina is picking sides and she was just watching and she weren't doing what she thought she would do, basically. So Winter's just listening to her and you're basically saying, she should talk to her and try and figure it out. To me, this all comes off kind of fake from Ashley's perspective to me, because it's like, you weren't even feeling Winter and now all of a sudden you're cool with Winter, but okay, cool, we move. To me, it's kind of a bit weird on Winter's end too, because I'm sure she'd be watching her with both eyes, because the way she treated her the first time round, I'd be watching you very carefully. But to me, because she was so messy last time, I feel like she's trying to come in and be like, Miss Peacemaker. That's what she's given to me this season anyway. Next, we see Winter and Yusha, and now we know that they're not even together anymore. Even the Tylers, when, they were talking about it on the interview with Carlos, they were saying that they think that, he was just there for a storyline, basically. So I don't know if it was a storyline for pay or not, allegedly, but, it don't sound like it was, going anywhere from the start. But anyway, Winter's telling him about this trip that she's planning, some Winter Wonderland trip, couples trip. Next, we see Ashley and Sherelle, or Sherella, whichever it is, I don't know. We don't really see her much at the moment. But anyway, she's talking about, being stressed out with life and being a mum, a wife, running businesses and feeling a bit stressed and depressed, and how she's got new management on to help her out. And Ashley's saying that she can relate. Next, we've got Ashley, Irina and Winter. Now, Ashley brings up the issue with Irina, how they've not been the same since Joy has been around. So, just showing her problems once again. It's just very childish to me. Very childish, like you're in school. It's just ridiculous. Irina's like, well, hold on a minute. How the F did this happen with her? When they get him to being cool? Which made me laugh, because, yes, Irina's just straight to the point. But anyway, she tells her about her and Winter, clearing air, and she likes this Winter because she's, not going through a divorce Winter. I'm like, yeah, you like this Winter because you need a friend, and you ain't got no one else to be hanging around with, because Irina's your friend, but Irina's also friends with Joy. So we really know what it is. Irina's basically just saying, it's not anything personal. She's just been busy. Ashley's obviously throwing shade in the confessionals, but it's not that surprising because obviously now they don't even talk. If you're following them now, you'll find that they're not even speaking, that they're not on good terms. So it's a hot mess. But I don't know how they're going to get this franchise back on to a good level playing field, but hopefully Carlos will, because Carlos said that in his in that podcast that he did, he said that he is going to, come and maybe do intervention, because Irina was saying she doesn't know how everyone's going to move forward, because it all seems a bit messy because obviously Joy and Clifton don't really talk to the Silvers now because based on how things are moving, it sounds like basically the Silvers and the Tanners don't speak, and I don't know what's going on with the Duncans, where they sit in all this, but we shall see. But it seems like it's early for it to be having this chaos at this level. But anyway, on with this story because, we are behind on what's really happening in real life. But on the show now, Winter invites them to her winter wonderland. And, of course, Irena and Ashley are both like, well, who's coming? Who else are you inviting? She lets them know that, she's extended the invitation to the Duncans and to the Pettys, at which point Ashley's talking about, checking her diary. She's busy. She's not going to be coming now because she hears the Pettys are coming. So she's being petty, as she is. But anyway, it kind of ends there, and then they show the preview for the next week. It looks like everyone should be going next week, so it'll be interesting to see how that goes, because you can see that the Silvers are acting up already, because when Cliff and Joy walk in and say hello to everybody, Cliff goes to go and say hello to Fun Size, and he basically, shoos him away, just ignores him. Or, it's like he just, shoos him away with his fork. So I don't know what kind of forces is going on for next week. But he needs to just hold his wife accountable. To me, the whole mix-up is to do with them not. I'm not saying each couple in here is perfect, but Ashley needs to check herself. I feel like because she's lacking sleep, but she's got all this hormonal stuff going on, she's a hot, raging bitch. Like, it's just ridiculous. Anyway, people, what do you think? Let me know your thoughts below.
Yes, so thanks for watching that. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share, and hit that notification bell so you know when I am uploading some more of people's business. So until then, my nosy people, stay blessed.